Hello there, we're checking out Felix the Toy. This is a game I've not played before. We're going to give it a playtest and see if we can give some useful feedback. This is going to be the beta 1.2.6 version. I've got the game page open here. It says Back to Basics, a 3D platformer inspired by Toy Story 2 on the PS1, and a combination of my own aspirations as well. Tips: do not hold movement down, only tap it to position the camera. That's a little confusing. 2, try to find all the hidden coins. 3, thanks for playing. All right, let's jump into this. Looks interesting. Get rid of that overlay, and I've not seen anything past the screen here. Looks like we have believed to be borderless windowed mode. Guess this is 1, beta start, 2, exit to desktop. This font on the numbers is kind of painful. Also the layout of these options is a little rough looking, but I don't know if I can click on this now with controller support. Oh yeah, so I do have my Xbox controller. And now with saving, that sounds pretty good. Oh, I can click on that, okay. All right, bottom, oof, all right, so this is pretty rough, but it is beta. I mean, in terms of the UI, it looks like we have 1, 2, and then 6 down here for some reason. Delete save training. Main menu, I can click on that. All right, so no options yet. It doesn't appear. All right, so we're just gonna try. I presume this is the training. It says keys in this level 2. Looks like I can move around with the good old Xbox controller. Looks like I have to kind of move my cursor off. Oh, I can click on that. Interesting. That just kicks me right out. All right, so it might be nice to have like a confirmation dialogue that pops up like, are you sure you want to quit? That kind of thing. But I presume I'm not going to be using the mouse or anything, so I guess I just drag it to the corner to get rid of it, which can be mildly annoying. All right, so this camera's pretty wonky. It looks like it always wants to be straight behind me, which is probably not what you want for this kind of game. This is something on the game page about not not holding the movement direction and just tap it to adjust the camera, something like that. Which I guess has something to do with the way that this camera has been implemented. But yeah, this is pretty wonky to always want to be behind the camera like that. I guess we can just kind of, I guess that's what, okay, so I think that what he's, or he or she is thinking in terms of this is that, like, if the camera's behind me, I can kind of run forward and I can kind of turn left and right a little bit like this, and this kind of works. But if I want to turn around, I should just kind of tap it and then wait for the camera to adjust. Which, you know, does kind of work, but again, it's not, I wouldn't consider that ideal. I definitely suggest, especially with camera stuff, because it's not intuitive, what the heck to do with your camera in pretty much any game. You know, just find some examples of games that you like, you know. In this case, there's plenty of 3D platformers to choose from. You can just go for Mario. That's a great start. And yeah, just take the time to really play with the game and pay really close attention to how the camera works, behaves in those games, and then you can kind of try to recreate that in your own game. Make adjustments as needed and as you prefer, but that's something that can help a lot. It looks like the collision on the coins is a little bit particular, so you kind of have to be really on top of them. Maybe it would be worth making the colliders a little larger. Looks like I do have... Right, see, it appears that even though it's technically clipping into my oh yeah, it's definitely inside me and it's still not picking it up. So yeah, it's a little particular. I guess I have to get like right in the center of the coin to pick it up, so it's probably unnecessary. What else here? I guess we're just supposed to find all the coins, so we don't really have a sense of directionality. Jumping is pretty floaty, not much air control considering how floated the jump is. I can't really make much in terms of adjustments. Just a bit unfortunate. The frames are a little bit unstable. Like this is a weirdly hard jump to make actually. Not all of those were an attempt. I was mostly just messing with the feeling of the air control there, but oh, so that's a little weird. I'm kind of colliding with this keyboard surface here. What does this say? Yeah, it would really be nice to be able to control the camera more manually so I could look at things like this. That's another thing that's really important. So if you're trying to navigate a world like this, you also just want to be able to look around, and the way you look around is with the camera. So if the camera is exclusively tied to your player movement like this, and you can't, for example, move it with the right thumbstick, that kind of thing, it can be a bit annoying just trying to just kind of get your bearings and look around the world and see where you want to go next and that kind of thing. Yeah, I definitely prefer to have more air control. It's very slight. Probably the jumping doesn't need to be that floaty, but at least if I had a little more air control, then this would feel a little more in control. Oh my gosh, a bit hard to see there. What was I talking about? I mentioned a little bit of frame instability, which is going to be a result of the fact that this is in borderless windowed mode, which is a very common thing. I mean, a lot of people actually prefer that. I tend to prefer exclusive full screen that gets rid of any of that. May or may not be showing up the same on the capture as it does on my screen. It tends to kind of be that way with that particular issue. It's not like dropping frames because it's overloading my GPU or something like that. It's just a matter of the way that Windows renders things. And that problem disappears if you have exclusive full screen. So I'm hitting my head on the ceiling there. So yeah, the camera is definitely adds a little bit of problems when you're trying to do some of this tight platforming, because if you try to make like an adjustment in one direction, now the camera's trying to like swing around that way, and it makes it quite disorienting. Oh, there's a little springy thing here. Alright, so that wasn't very obvious what that was. It's just kind of a random gray blob on the floor, but it's interesting. Alright, another thing that's going to be pretty important is to make some adjustments to the dead zone for the thumbstick here. Currently it feels like it's might not be 0, but it's very low. So with very slight touches to the thumbstick, it makes pretty dramatic movements. And the problem with this is you get a lot of misinputs, especially like if I just hold forward and I just let go suddenly. You see how it just jerked to the left here? Yeah, that's a really common thing. So just letting go of the stick suddenly can make these slight misinputs if you don't have a big enough dead zone. So I would suggest a dead zone of 0.4. In my opinion, it's pretty much the sweet spot. If you really want to push the responsiveness, you could try like 0.3, but I would say that's a little bit on the pushing it side. And higher than 0.4 is probably too much, because then it's like you have to push the stick a little too far before you get any movement. So it makes it sort of unresponsive feeling. But we do have some semblance of analog. It kind of goes from not really actually moving for some reason to almost to full speed pretty much all at once. It's a little weird actually how all or nothing it is, because it does appear to be. Or maybe it is literally all or nothing. I actually think it is. Yeah, so it does to some extent. Oh no, that's slower. That's weird. All right, so it's got a very weird response curve here. We got some Carl Beer. Oof. Alright, I don't know how to get up here exactly. This camera isn't helping. Oh, no, it's not helping. Because I have to make fine adjustments, so I can't. Yeah, I don't think I can jump between these. Whatever these are. Oh, can I climb up the door here? Oh, I got a little stuck. Ugh, lack of air control is hurtful. But yeah, you get a little stuck here on this little ledge here. You can see I'm running into that. It's definitely worth smoothing out these colliders so you don't have little ledges and things like that you can get caught up on. There's not really any purpose for that in terms of gameplay. Alright. So this is a cute concept. Although it was kind of hidden, it would have been easy to not notice this, I think, but I still like the idea of it. Unfortunately, I bonked my head on something, trying to make that jump. It'd be nice to have something else for movement options. It seems at this point, all I can do is move the left thumbstick and press the jump button. So it might be nice to have a couple more moves I could rely on. Whether it's like, you know, another jump or like a little dive forward. Pretty much anything that gives me a little bit more options for mobility would be nice. Another thing I'm noticing is that there's no variable jump height, so if I just tap the button briefly or if I hold it down, it jumps the same height every time. That would be another thing that would feel a lot better, especially for this kind of thing. Like if I run into this and I have just, alright, so I just know that there's this tiny little thing that I have to hop over. Then I press jump and it just goes like all the way up in the air and I have to wait for it to fall back down again. It feels really overkill. So if I could just tap jump to do a much more reasonable little jump, it'd feel a lot better. And then if I need to make a big jump, then it's of course very intuitive to just simply hold it down. I don't think these are things I can interact with, right? Toaster Cool Tarts 4-pack. Alright, so everything is very blocky. I think it's kind of neat, actually, the aesthetic of it. It's very, very simplistic, but it has a little bit of a charm to it you can appreciate. It's fun just kind of seeing something and then just being like, oh, like kind of figuring out what it is. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a blender. This is probably a toaster, I guess. I guess it would make more sense as a toaster if there were slots in it instead of these black bars. But there's a knife block over there. Wait, what is that? There's a green floating thing on the wall that I've not seen yet. It looks like a thing I could pick up. Maybe it's like an extra life or something. Not sure. Unstable frames. Not sure if any of that's showing up in the capture, but looks really ugly on my screen right now. Checkpoint. Checkpoint jump box. What does that mean? Why is it hanging off the edge here? I don't know what that means or how to utilize it. Looks like we can kind of get stuck under something and then... Oh! Okay. So maybe that bounces me up. I wish I could move the camera. Maybe that bounces me up. Okay. Nice. All right, so that's, I guess that's a way you could you could create a checkpoint. Sort of reliant on, I guess, on the physics. I just kind of pushed it off, and very interesting because it feels like a more sort of practical and I guess physical in a sense means of creating a checkpoint. So that's really interesting. It also feels kind of ghetto in a way, where it's like, I don't know, you didn't want to program a proper checkpoint system or something, but yeah, so it's weird. It feels kind of cool and kind of weird at the same time. Oh my gosh, that one didn't pick up. Alright, actually in the water. There's no swimming, thankfully. Oh, that's a bounce thing. Looks like I triggered 2 instances of that sound effect right on top of each other, which is why you got that crazy kind of flanging effect there. Oh, that's hard to do. Yeah, we're getting some flanging on that audio. Between the camera and the kind of painful air control and the lack of any context with your distance when making this particular jump. Wow, I just clipped through whatever that was. So back to the checkpoint jump box. Oh, I jumped over it. Come on. No, I'm hitting things. Okay, so this is stuff. You definitely want to, wherever possible, try to simplify some of this geometry so you don't like run into weird little ledges and things. Like the actual collision geometry, you don't want necessarily to always be the same as the visual geometry, you know, like especially if, like this right here, if I'm trying to run here and I just hit a little lip or something like this, it's really annoying. See if I can fall in the oof. I can't really judge this properly. All right. All right, I can't see back here because there's a wall blocking the camera. Produce. Oh, I guess that's the fridge. Oh, there is a coin on top of that door. Oh my gosh. Go over here. Again, this would be an area where it would be nice to do a little jump instead of the full jump to get onto this. Oh, I can't. I guess this is a window. It doesn't look like a window, but I guess that's the idea here. And I think I can go over here. Just barely. I'm supposed to jump. Oh, jeez. It's hard to judge. A bit hard to judge some of these jumps, but I managed to get that. Looks like we're kind of in the ceiling. Oh, that's not a good camera view. Oh, I didn't mean to go over here, but I guess I'm over here now. It says key. I'm not sure if there's a purpose to being on this little shelf here. Maybe I can go back. Oh, crap. Nope. All right, back to the checkpoint jump box, I guess. What does it say? Key. I don't know if that's a placeholder. It's annoying that I have to press the jump button to get the camera to kind of go up there because I can't actually control it. But it looks like there's an exit of some sort up there. So maybe... I don't know if I should just go for the exit or if I should keep going after the coins. Keys in this level 2. Okay, so I guess... Oh, okay, so that must have been what that floating green thing was. Which... I think was over here. I think, yeah, it's right up there. Not very obvious where those are. I could imagine someone having trouble just figuring that out, like just even where the keys were to try to get to them, you know. So at least one thing that would help with that, of course, would be what I was talking about before, being able to control the camera, at least look around the world and say, oh, there's a thing over there. I can try and go over there. All right, I believe I got the key. I just have it. There's not really any feedback in terms of picking it up or holding it. It'd be nice to have that on the screen somewhere. And I'm gonna attempt to do a cheeky thing. It didn't work. That's okay. Probably would have with a little more air control, but I'm not sure if that was intended. Let's try going, I guess, back this way. Let's see if we can just find where that other key is. Try and move this along a little faster, perhaps, rather than getting every coin. I think it would be a better way to spend my time to try to move on. I believe this is supposed to be like a training level, right? Tutorial level or whatever. Guess we got a couch here. Interesting. We've got like a... Yeah, this kind of collision is dangerous if I'm going to slide off. It can be potentially frustrating if I'm sliding off of surfaces like this. It's certainly a dangerous concept to toy with a platformer, I would say. I guess these are right here. I'll just pick them up. I don't know. Oh, there's a ceiling fan, I guess. But yeah, can I see a key in the environment? Not yet, so I'm going to try going this way. Let's see if we can get on that. I assume air conditioner. Oof. Oh, I almost didn't make it, but got a little caught on that little ledge there. So again, probably want to simplify some of this collision geometry. Wow, that was really close. Let me see if I can jump like this. I think that's a freaking Atari controller. I don't know why that's... I guess this is a living room and that's a TV. This is like a glass coffee table. We got another checkpoint jump box. It falls really slow. Okay. Can I get up there? Uh-oh. Stuck on the fall animation. That was weird. It looks like I can almost jump up there. This is something you should probably look out for also. And this is a smaller thing, but it's generally like, if you make something look like you could make it with a jump, then it's like really close, it's right on the edge, but you're not supposed to actually make that and it doesn't actually work. That can be pretty frustrating for a player, because it kind of it's sort of like the visual language of it suggests that you can do it, because it's like right on the edge, it's really close, and if it looks like you can do it, then you probably can. That's kind of the rule in games, is that if it looks like you can make a jump, then you're kind of expected to jump there. So if you have a situation where it's kind of right on the edge, so the player kind of thinks, oh, this looks like something I'm supposed to jump over, but then they actually physically can't. Oh, I can't walk with that accuracy. That can be a little annoying, can kind of waste the player's time a bit, that kind of thing. Where am I going? This is more coins here and there. Alright, another situation where the collision geometry is a little too complex here. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Like a screwdriver? Oh, it looks like a little vent that popped off the wall. That's kind of creative. Kind of wish that... Oh, I guess you can... maybe you can fall down that from above? I don't know. This one hidden back here. I don't know if there's more to see back here. Nope. So, I still don't know where that key is. Let's try the checkpoint jump box to get back up here. Maybe... I don't know what this floating thing is, if that's supposed to be like a light fixture or something. How would I get up there? Maybe climb on top of this TV case thing. I can get over here. Oh, yeah, see, this is another case where it's this kind of thing. It's like right on the edge of being able to get up there. So it makes it look like you should be able to. Oof, so close. I'm getting caught on the individual buttons on the TV. Alright, maybe, nope. Can't land on this geometry. Looks like I could potentially walk back here very carefully. Probably a bad idea. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I want to go back this way. Oh, there's another checkpoint jump box. I'm getting a little stuck on this little corner here. Woohoo! Did it fall? Okay. Can't really see properly. Oh no. I want to get up. Is there any purpose to jumping up there though? Oh, I'm stuck in the falling animation. Nope. Where do we go from here? So it looks like a cage. So I like the idea of being kind of a small creature. I guess I'm a toy of some sort. But exploring, like, you know, this kind of home setting where all of these kind of ordinary things are very, this is a weird place to get caught, are very large in comparison to you. And that's the kind of thematic thing that I've always found really, really charming. So I can appreciate that, and kind of seeing all the little different features that are built into the world. How it feels to kind of explore them as something very small. Oh, that's where the key is. So I guess I have to go up to that cage somehow. How might I go up there? I don't actually have any idea. Maybe I can jump on this. No, surprisingly enough. I'm not seeing, I guess if I got on the ceiling fan, maybe I could make that jump from the ceiling fan. How would I get on the ceiling fan? Do I have to get up on that light fixture thing? That's kind of where I was going, or attempting to before. Not really understanding the placement of this checkpoint here, so I don't know how to get up higher from here. It's a bit strange, and I'm feeling the frustration of not being able to just move the camera freely to examine the environment here. I have to keep jumping just to see higher. It's really silly. Yeah, I'm not sure what oh, wait a minute. I see something I didn't before. There's actually a hole right here. Okay. Well, that was not really particularly visible. So that's good to know. Alright, so I think we can make this at this point. Just gotta kind of keep going here. Well, that wasn't very good. Alright, where's that? This isn't the right checkpoint, is it? We want the other checkpoint. I think. Yeah, we want this one. Alright, kind of wish this was a little smoother, just getting up on the checkpoint jump box here. Let's avoid all that jazz. Oof, yeah, it's hard to judge these jumps. Nice. All right. Key number 2. Little hamster wheel thing. Oh, that got really loud. I guess I guess the coin sound effect is tied to the position of the coins in the game world relative to the camera, which I guess is fine. You could also just not do that, not use the 3D audio or whatever. Just play the sound effect. It would prevent that situation where it plays really loud, like it just did. Not a big deal either way, I guess. So I got the keys, so I think I have to go out of this room. Find that exit. It's a doorway there, doorway there. It's up there with the smoke, I believe. I don't know why there's smoke particles, but at least I was able to see where the exit thing was. Is this a bounce? It is. It's kind of cute. It looks like one of those floor levers, foot lever things for the trash can. Fun looking kitchen area. How might I get up there? I guess I actually figured this out before, didn't I, where I climbed up? How do we do that? From the sink, I believe the faucet, the sink faucet. That actually works, that's nice, okay. Is this the intended way forward? It's a little awkward because I'm bonking on the ceiling, but I think this is gonna just disappear, it looks like. Just run into it and then exit. Cool, I guess we got to the backyard, so we got a new area to explore. Let's take a quick run around here. Looks like a key is right here, which is a little weird. Again, it looks like I can almost just jump up here, but not quite. What is that ball? Whoa, what happened? Am I not supposed to climb this? Is there some kind of a mistake here with the collision? Because that really looks like it's meant to be climbed up. I think that would be a really obvious thing to do. So maybe there's some kind of mistake where it's just missing its collision. Looks like I can't really get on that at all, which is interesting. Can jump up on this, so that's a start. Guess there's a fence here. I think I should be able to land on that. Technically, a bit hard to. Oof. Can I land on that? I think there's a wall there. There's like an invisible wall. That's weird. Okay, well. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe there's another way I could get up there or whatever. I'm just gonna run around a bit. I'm thinking that this might be. This actually kind of looks like a water spout, doesn't it? Yeah, see, this one has collision. It must just be a mistake that the other one didn't. Oh, am I supposed to be able to get up here? I actually can't jump off the surface, which is interesting. What was I gonna say? So, I get the feeling I'm not gonna like encounter more gameplay mechanics or anything. It's just going to continue to be jumping, collecting coins, and finding the keys. So I'll probably wrap this up soon, but I just want to run around and kind of explore this level a little bit longer, just to see what interesting things are presented here. What might that be? Having trouble. Oh, I could just jump up here. That's nice. Looks like maybe they're plants. Like vines. I think it's meant to be vines, kind of climbing up the brick wall here. Oh, I guess you have to go up there to turn the keys in. Looks like I randomly found a key. Oof. Oof. That was so thin. I have so little air control. It's really hard to land on those. Oh, it's a trampoline. That's fun. It's quite a fun idea. It doesn't bounce me quite as high as I would expect, I guess. I mean, there's not any it's not any correct height it should bounce me, but it might be fun if it bounced a little higher. Oh, what is this slide? It's an actual play set slide apparently, which is fun, but well, I guess I do slide down it. I can't jump up it for some reason. I guess if you're standing on an angle that isn't close enough to flat, then you can't jump. This looks like a little sandbox. These look like little doorways that would be really fun to like walk into for some reason. Like it wouldn't make physical sense, but I think it'd be really cute if, like, for some reason, if you walked into here, it would like pop out over here or something. That would be fun. Let's make sure that I didn't miss anything important on the other buttons in the controller. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, so this slide, this is a really silly slide. It kind of has a ladder and then it just goes straight into... Oh, I can't believe I can't make that jump. Oh, I can. Alright, so that's... Maybe you might adjust the height a little bit or something to make this more consistent, but not much of a top to the slide for the kid to sit on. But let's see what else we have here. We got swing set. This area is some kind of patio, I guess. Looks like those are screen doors, are not really quite door shaped, but maybe. It's like a chair and a table. Wait a minute. Kind of looks like maybe I could do this. Oh, so close. What are those things? I don't know what these dangling things are. Looks like there's a tree. Like wood board sticking out of it as I go up to a tree house. I'm jumping on little branches. Oof. Got a little checkpoint box. Might be nice if nothing else, if just like a little nudge kind of made that continue on. Didn't have to like keep pushing it to make sure it went all the way through. No. Alright, let's use the jump box. Oof. Here we go. Which way do we go? Go this way? Oh, I can walk up there, but I can't jump. So I guess we are meant to go this way. Wow, almost didn't make that. Ah! Alright, found a key. This keeps going. Cool, so we got like a... Rather than like a tree house, it's like a little sort of lookout thing, I guess, on top of the tree. Which is pretty cool. That's pretty satisfying, but unfortunately I can't really control the camera to look around in the area very well. I can kind of manipulate it a little bit here. But that's a nice payoff to be like if you climb up on something really, really high, when you can just kind of like look down over the level and see everything. It's one of those things that tends to feel good in games. I wonder how far I can jump. Not very far, I guess. Okay, that was a bit unfortunate. And it's really weird I can't jump through there. I mean, it looks like you should be able to. Alright, so we'll probably wrap this up. What is this thing? Some little cart. Is that a grill? I think it's a grill. I can get to that key from here, I guess. Oh, maybe not. I guess there's some weird invisible walls in there. I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully the video was useful for you. I think, you know, the biggest things are what I mentioned already in terms of the controls in the camera, which are, you know, of course, very fundamental and important to this genre of game. So I think with those tweaks, if you choose to make them, this would become a lot funner very quickly, I think. I do like the kind of the concepts of the levels and the different things you can find and stuff. I think that's quite charming and nice. So yeah, it would be fun to just run around and jump through this if it had nice tight jumping controls and a better camera and such. Maybe just a couple more moves you could do to help flesh out the movement a little more. And yeah, even not really being much more complex. I don't even know what that was. That just a light? I think that's meant to just be a light as like a decoration as part of the environment. It's a little weird because it uses the same kind of glowing effect that all of the things that you collect in the game do. So it kind of suggests that it's gameplay relevant. But I don't think it is. I don't know. But yeah, I think even with just some, you know, tweaks and polish and maybe a couple more gameplay mechanics or movement options just tastefully tossed in there, even without the game being very complex, it could just still be charming and fun, and it seems to be what you're going for, so it seems very doable in my opinion. So hopefully you found the video useful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.